All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay,
Yo, yo,
so
yo.
tell us
Yep.
all about the win.
Oh, well, start off.
What did you think going into the match? Just what was your whole game plan?
Going into the match, I feel like we just had the mindset to, just try and do our best. We tried to get as many shots as possible on like the necessary tracks.
Yeah.
And like we knew, like going to the race, like if we were going for shock or trolling, and we just did a pretty good job of doing that.
I noticed Fusion very rarely went for trolls, but when he did, he got them. Were you guys, was that the whole idea? Was that just outshock them and run?
Well, for me, I mainly went for it because playing with a kind of a handicap, but that was kind of my game plan to get the shocks because if I was gonna troll them, I had to at least make sure that it was at crucial time, not like every single time I actually get it. I had to pick my shots.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that you did, because there were a couple times where you did come up with the stars, and either you slowed them down or you hit them. So I think it was a good performance from you there. Are we gonna see more trolling coming out from you in case Spec can't, or are you gonna practice trolling more, or are you gonna still go with this tactic in case Spec can't?
Yeah, because like mainly that's what I've been practicing for a while. So if Spec can, I'll definitely take his place. Because
Okay.
we kind of have like a little rotation system where he would go like the first week and then I would go the next week and then vice versa. So yeah, if he doesn't show up though, I'll be down to help.
Just to make sure that was your format pick, right?
No, that was
Oh,
there.
That was
That was
theirs.
theirs. It was CB. I was correct. Okay.
Yeah, because like I said before, DZ, you guys are very good with Sui, so I figured that CB picked troll just to kind of negate that. But they didn't really seem to have an answer. Wally did get a couple trolls off at crucial points, but you guys were still up there to a point where it didn't matter too much in the end. And you also had shocks too.
Yeah, honestly, I felt like Wally got like really unlucky. Like on
Yeah, his
TF,
item
it
luck.
was sad. Like he had goldens and it was like nothing he could do really to
That
stop
too.
us.
That's another factor.
And it was on I think CM as well. I don't know. Like they should have had a bit more points off of that because he just couldn't pull any stars.
Yeah.
Speaking of lucky, what are your thoughts on you pulling triple shrooms? Just
Well, what I can say is, let's see. Moonview was a pretty. That was the start of it all. I think those triple streams in fourth, first set into first. And then there's RBC where I got like 3
yeah.
sets or something.
Just wait till I upload my POV.
It was crazy how on Delfino Square particularly, you drift into the cut, but like touching a box in 6, just knowing you're gonna pull some kind of shroom item.
Yeah, I'm just
I don't
like the chances are it's like 50-50. Why not risk it? Lap 1,
I guess so.
golden. Okay, I'll take it.
Especially on lap 1, I guess it doesn't matter if you do fall off there. You can catch up.
Yeah.
And not trying to reveal your strategy going into future matches too much, but are you gonna, even with Spec coming back for some of the wars, are you still gonna implement this sort of strategy, or are you gonna focus more on trolling if Spec comes back?
I'd say I feel like it depends on like the lineup and who we're playing because I feel like against some teams we definitely benefit from trolling, but if we have a very strong running lineup, it might be more beneficial to go Stewie so we can be able to run, not have to be hassled by a troller.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys are playing Mal, though. You guys are going to be playing Mal next week. Mal aren't doing particularly too hot, but they are still known to be a trolling side. You guys are home, though, so I'm not going to. Okay, I completely forgot. You guys are home. I'm not going to reveal any sort of.
Top secret information.
Yeah,
here.
my bad.
Suicide!
I thought Mal were home at first for some reason, so I'm like, oh, they're going to pick troll. How are you guys going to deal with that? But you guys are home. I'm not going to reveal anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you guys got anything else to say? What do you think is?
Well, okay, one thing I will note, that was the most interesting EL match I've ever played, just due to the fact that there was so many random things happening every race.
Yeah, I pointed out on RBC, it looked like a hacker worldwide at one point of the.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Early lap 2, yeah. Everyone just lost their spots for whatever. I don't know how that happened.
The reasoning behind that was I sniped 2 people in front of me in green Casper, and some guy dropped a green on me.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, wasn't that BC3? Because like I saw like everybody just spinning out on the last turn, and I was just like, what the hell are they doing over there, dude?
Oh, I do have a question. Who's shock on CM? It looked like
That
Theirs.
was theirs.
It was theirs.
what was going on with
they
that?
tried to shock themselves into boxes, and Jax predicted that and dodged first frame. And they
Okay.
didn't
Yeah.
pull any shrooms.
Yeah, because it almost seemed it from the looks of it, it looked like a DZ shock just from how bad how bad it killed CB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like 2 of you guys dodged.
Like when it comes with that shot, I was in 10th the entire time, but he pulled it in 9th. I couldn't really pull it in.
All right.
Yeah. In that situation, though, like there aren't really many other spots to shock people into boxes besides after first set. What I assume is Wally might have either pulled it before and held it, or they were like, okay, we need to shock into boxes. We'll go last set. That was pretty predictable, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, good prediction there coming out from Jax. He's not here right now, though. Did he say no, or was he just not able to come?
He had to leave like immediately after.
Okay.
Time for
gotcha.
Costco's.
Costco.
Costco.
Yeah.
Casper had to go that one time against DZ. Gotta get that $2 hot dog meal.
Of course, you already know. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say.
Yeah, just make it quick and concise, you know.
For me, like what I can say is that was the most fun I've ever had in a war in ages.
Do you think just one last question and then I'm out of here?
I have one more too after you. Go ahead.
Do you think you guys can win the division with how you've been playing?
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
confident?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I
There
think last week we had a lot of miscommunication, and we could have won that match due to just how we played. We just did not do well communication wise. If we actually played correctly, there was multiple times where we had like a top 3 race, but we just lost it by
Yeah.
personal errors.
Or that TC in third on MT.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say that was really unfortunate for you guys. Dodging top 3 people in cannon, and then they pulled triple reds, and they killed one person, then the TC2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as well, MW made a couple of their mistakes on their own too. Ryan specifically made a couple of errors in the trolling department. Casey was one of them. Frozen, you picked up that
Yeah,
star.
I got the ground star. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
still
were
thinking
away.
we had shock at that point. I think we should have called that.
I was
looking back
pooping
on
my
it.
pants. I was so scared. I was like, "Oh God, Ryan's around the corner! Please save me now!"
And yeah, there's a miracle there.
Yeah.
One more question too. I noticed Toby ended up sliding into the lineup GP1. Was it because Quinn wasn't around?
Okay.
It was
so-
mainly because, Quinn is not a huge fan of trolling, and going into it, Ornan messaged me like 10 minutes before saying he could, so I'm like, okay, we can have Ornan play, but then his net just wasn't working, so, like, even before Ornan, Toby was originally going to play the match when they picked trolling, but he was having some controller issues, like, I think he drifted the wrong way after, like, the cannon on, like, Parkway or something.
That's
he was in a top
unfortunate.
spot, and then because of that, we decided it'd be best if we had Quinn sub in, even though he's not a huge fan of the format.
That's really unfortunate though, because I really would have liked to seen how Toby would have fared in this particular match, because this is I think his first taste in D1, if as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think so.
And
Toby.
he has been known to be a decent troll evader in the past, especially with EU. I would have liked to have seen that.
We didn't know if it was like due to tilt or due to just like, him being subbed out by a quote unquote, better, more experienced player.
No.
No, it was. We felt that like just his controller, like he could have easily had 40, but it just didn't happen. So we thought it was a lot safer just to put in Quinn.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Now the thing is about Wii remotes. Do you know what kind of controller DCs he has? Does it DC right away, or does he like go the wrong way and spin in circles?
It's like the typical nunchuck. It'll like tilt to the left or right. Can't use your item. You have to take it out, plug it back in.
Oh
that
yeah,
sort of
like you
thing.
had in LAN.
Yeah, when I was breathing, going into my controller like an idiot for like 10 times.
Honestly, I would recommend Toby just go on eBay and get a nunchuck or Wiimote, another Wiimote, not a nunchuck, another
And
Wiimote.
a Wii.
It worked for me.
All right.
Nah, I could be the nunchuck sometimes.
It's not,
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's a nunchuck. I would recommend, like for Toby, just to use a regular Wii wheel, like offline, and see if it disconnects at any point.
It's gonna
And if
become a
it-
wheeler.
A wheeler.
Yeah,
Top 10 wheeler.
but yeah. Thank you guys for coming along, though. It was much appreciated.
Yeah,
Good
no problem.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, good win, and maybe we'll be able to cast your next match because you guys are playing. Well, actually, no, you guys are playing Mal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that'll
might- yeah,
probably
they
be in
might.
the morning.
Yeah, it might be in the morning. We'll see if we can get a cast for that. But yeah, thank you guys for coming along.
All right, yeah,
Thank
sounds
you.
good. Thanks
See
for
ya.
having us.
All right,
Yeah,
later,
thank
boys.
you. Later.
Peace.
All right, and yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of MK Boards, Vincent's already gone. So yeah, on behalf of MK Boards, I'm Jaggy, and Kudus is still here, I'm guessing.
I'm here, of course.
Yeah, but yeah, on behalf of MK Boards, see you guys next time.